Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that Bitcoin has crashed, down more than $3,000 on the day. First up, however, dairy prices took a good jump in today's auction. Overall, they were up 4.9% on a weighted average basis in US dollars, although only up half that at 2.45% in New Zealand dollars. But most individual key components recorded good gains. Whole milk powder is up 5.1%, skim milk powder up 6.5%, cheddar cheese is up 5.2%, and butter is up 8.8%. The reason is the lower volumes on offer. Fonterra advised a 6% fall in milk production in December, although total season milk volumes will only be down 3% in New Zealand. That brought out the bidders. There was the highest number in more than 3.5 years. And China has recorded its first drop in outbound direct investments in 2009. This comes after officials tightened up criteria in response to activities of companies like HNA, who contribute to a surge in fund outflows and rapid depreciation of the yuan. China's Dagon Credit Rating Agency has downgraded the American sovereign credit rating from A- to BBB+. Dagon cited reasons including deficiencies in the current US political ecology and American tax reforms that did not attack the root cause of the unsustainable debt-driven economy of the US, and instead directly reduced the federal government's sources of debt repayment. So far, the action has mainly drawn smirks from outside China. But the Americans are closer to debt default, with no deal to raise their self-imposed debt limit. Markets expect an extension, just like every other time, but with the extreme level of toxic partisanship in Washington under this administration, it isn't so clear. In Germany, tens of thousands of industrial workers are on strike in support of a trade union demand for a 6% pay rise and reduced weekly working hours. Employers, which include major car makers, are offering about 2%. The US Treasury 10-year yield is up 1 basis point to 2.56% today. The equivalent 10-year China sovereign bond has held much of its higher level and is unchanged at 4.02%. The equivalent New Zealand 10-year sovereign bond is up 1 basis point to 2.90%. Oil prices have slipped a little today, with the US benchmark now just under $64 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now just over $69.50 a barrel. Gold is also lower, down $7 to $1,334 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar is down more than half a cent to 72.7 US cents, returning to where it was before the US holiday. On the cross rates, it's at 91.4 Aussie cents, and against the euro, 59.4 euro cents. That puts the TWI back to 74.2. But Bitcoin has fallen sharply over the past 24 hours by a massive $3,000 to $11,161. A 20% slump. That takes the price back to where it was on December 4, 2017. Growing regulatory pushback is behind the reassessment, especially in Japan, Korea and China, where the exuberance has been most pronounced. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.